Hello and welcome. Today's date, it is the 24th day of October 2020. My name is Derek. This is the Money Charts channel. All bets, trades of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. For myself, risk reward management's always job number one. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, Theta, and that of LTC. And as I go on with the blah 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 Theta chart, there are going to be some four-letter S words being used. I very rarely, in fact, this is the only time I can remember scripting that language within the video, because in proper context is needed. In this case, proper context is in play, as if that should mean anything anyway. But let's get started within Bitcoin. Daily term time frame. Price action in at $13,068, which means over the last few days we've been getting to levels not seen since. Okay, how far back are we looking? It's I guess, have we gotten above this high here? 13,880. Yeah, we're pretty much right at the top of this high. And before that, yeah, this little high area. Well, basically from like Halloween, or not Halloween, Thanksgiving, U.S. 2017 until like Super Bowl 2018. Yeah, two and a half months. If it's able to hold and stay within this area for like more than like half a year, and that's long-term analysis, and who knows? But I'm not talking much about long-term, because I know it's all about journey destination. To me, the destination's almost a given. Keyword almost. Okay. Day number 3, if it remains in such, of just holding in there from the gain on this day. It's looking pretty interesting and decent. And short term, that's what we have to look at. Okay, short term, is there any evidence that this is ready to continue on this leg higher? I mean, it hasn't gotten above the short term high, but it's pretty damn close. So we'll just shorten it the time frame and take a look at this on such. And okay, well, last 3 periods mean a lot. From the high, 1800 hour stamp. And what a phenomenal move it was from this move, from this breakout, October 19th. Like wow, leg higher correction. Okay, leg higher correction. No, good leg higher correction. OMG leg higher correction. Finishing off that OMG move, and since then, the lows. That's pretty bullish. Let's draw the thing for the highs. And this is something I've been doing pretty much since my early days. It's so easy to do, too. Do I want to connect this high? I mean, I could, but whatever. We've been getting above this. And so we're starting to build in the uptrend. We're working towards getting to this level of resistance. But more importantly, after this attempt to break out, we see successful correction amongst 18. And I just love how even sick. What's the deal? We'll shorten it out. We'll see. But what's the deal with this? And oh my goodness, on that deal. Let's take a look at it. But yeah, breaking out above this. Now we've had the move up to this resistance, pretesting this level. Comeback area. Let's see if we can look problem. If it doesn't, it's a failed breakout. But will we find support at this 18? We already have at the highs, maybe at this key area, 18 lows. Okay. As far as that, what was the deal with this move in here? Ooh, yeah. I guess I gave it away because I kind of remember seeing this. But yeah, what's the deal with like all of these 3 periods here? You see, beforehand, there's like yada yada, not too much going on. I mean, nice little bull run, and then bigger volume comes in, broader breakout, and then even bigger volume on a sell-off, and then it just, on good volume compared to this, but nothing too fantastic, but good, it rebounds that sell-off immediately, and then that's where we stand. It's gotten above this level. So where we came from short-term, 13,000 even, it's also psychological. I mean, this coming back is just to this area here, and the 18 lows on the 15. On the 5, you can see there's your failed breakout, but on failed breakouts, it succeeded in that. Well, how did fail succeed? Well, failed because it made this low. But then from one failed move brings another. And that's exactly what happened as it rebounded fast to the 18 lows, to the 18 highs above it. So you see like these 3 periods in here, a move of this nature where it goes up 0.5% in 5 minutes. Not a surprise given the 3 periods that were before it, as well as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 periods before that. Okay, I'm done with the short term on Bitcoin, but Yeah, it to me looks as if this thing could have some interesting legs to go. Now, as far as some other coins, altcoins, let's take a look at Theta against BTC. And it's currently priced in at 5,344 Satoshi. And I talked about this yesterday in a price prediction, and it wasn't going up, at least not next. I mean, it is going up. Yeah, it's going up. I said over 10,000, but before getting to 10,000, well, maybe we'll get down to here. And it still might. Key high, key lows. So you got this key low, whichever one, I don't care which one you talk about, whether it's this low here, breakout lows. But bottom line is whatever the nice lows were near 1,000 to the May highs. So point A, point B, whatever. Then the point to whichever one of these two lows, again, you want to choose. So the correctionary phase. And much higher than the previous low, and a very good correction from the high. So a very good correction at that, and thus succeeding it well in time and through price. But this was a holy shit kind of factor, and this isn't where I wanted to use those terms for where the big move is coming, but failed breakdown in here. Because on July 27th, that's the day it was supposed to start its breakdown to, well, probably would have went down to like 1,400 or something, and then we'll see how support goes from there. But that didn't happen. A few days going sideways, starting to grind its way higher. And really from point low now to point high, the phenomenal move that has taken place. And as I've been mentioning before, doing so on low volume, which was telling me, and it's still telling me, that the top is not in. Now, how deep this correction goes are the lows in. Lows and highs are known after the fact. So it's been after the fact. Of course, this was a high in the run, and of course, it was a key low, and of course, this is a key high. Wherever this low happens to be currently set in at, 4,757 Satoshi would be that. But I do expect with high volume this thing to top off at whatever price much higher and north of 7,500, north of 10,000 Satoshi. And how even 11, 12,000. And that's a conservative number when I say that, because I said weeks ago 20 plus thousand, that's still in play. It's just how deep is the point A, B, C, D, E going to be? E, of course, being like that number I talk about, 12, 20, 30,000, whatever. But where is this low going to come in? We could very easily find resistance in here, come down, and make that the prediction I made yesterday can still come true. Let's take a look at this even further on the shorter term time frame. Alrighty then. So technical analysis, it always does its thing, and it's going to do its thing until it doesn't, and I don't see any evidence of it not. So therefore, we find support at this key fib mark on October the 17th. We support it, but not for that much of a move, as it rallies up to here, and then when it comes back down to it, it is unable to find support really for much more than that next period. Really resisted it. And there's that move. There's a statement of the reason why I feel it's going to be having significant legs lower after that. And these things aren't supposed to rebound fast. It's supposed to take time for these even retracement correctionary moves to heal. But if they don't, holy shit, it's going to be fast, furious, to monster levels. Because what's up with this move that just happened here at the 4-hour stamp? We break down here at 10 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Retest the level. Okay. Have a little bit of up and down choppy volatility. Never ever breaking down below that 18 average of lows. And these candles surprise. Look what preceded again. The 3 before it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or so before that. Was that? I think the exact same numbers coinciding with Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't even know if they're the same periods, but anyway. I remember saying that like minutes and minutes and minutes ago. I thought it was 3 and 8. Pretty much the exact same look. And I don't think it was the same periods. But anyway. The 3 that did this, the high, holding in from this green candle up move. And now, down, up, retest lower high, down, establishing this. one lower high is in place. If this thing starts to fail, we go down below this. Okay, maybe this move in here will not succeed. And as I state, it's all going to be down to these levels. And normally, until we get cryptocurrencies in full gear and really Bitcoin at new highs, neither are in go, that if Bitcoin has big rallies, I wouldn't be surprised if they're, especially on a breaks of resistance and such. Continuation rallies, maybe not so much, but original rise, which I think it would be on a break of resistance, then, and we haven't been rallying for a few days, where Bitcoin goes up, I don't think altcoin's going to do good. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And maybe I should just do a bonus video of Bitcoin dominance, because I really feel as if Bitcoin dominance might have a move higher. So yeah, let's take a look at that. As well, I'm also thinking too, and I haven't Hadara hash graph, because just for a bonus video, just for I'll get technical analysis information on that, because I've been looking at that the last few days within the failed move, fast move. I haven't looked at that in like a day or though. Anyway, but then BTCD on the daily chart. Yeah, this is an interesting situation in here. Do I know what's up with this down move here? Supporting previous level multiple times. Okay, yada yada. That's doing it. Oh, that's a failed breakdown. Is that even a real move? Or is this just like a glitch on the? Oh, look, that's a big time glitch there. What is up with these weird time frames? Does a 4 hour have it? Yeah. I don't. Anyway, we're looking at October 21st. That's like opposite. That's weird. Anyway, with the down move in here, continuous for May, June, July, August, September, all that time. Change in the 18, down, up. But that's because when it started selling off in here, it made a nice higher low. Then we made a higher high. 18 average starting to rise, all that type of stuff. Now that we started to make a few higher highs and higher lows, going to continue that up. Higher high, or higher low rather, matching high. And I don't know about these, but we'll just call them matching lows and higher lows. I don't know. But bottom line is you have resistance in here nicely. It's broken out. We've had a little bit of correction. If Bitcoin breaks out through resistance, I wouldn't be surprised if it does the same thing here. Thus, if you see having another day, Bitcoin 13,004, 13,6, 13,8 kind of numbers, and you start to see on your percentage ticker moves where BTC's up like 3, 4, 6, 7, 8%. Oh, altcoins. So if I go to things like this, if I see, oh, Bitcoin's up like 8, I'm going to see a whole flash of red. The red is just going to be like -4, -2, -3, especially if Bitcoin does like the 11, 14% number. You see -6, -8. And then it gets beautiful in spots out. Then thereafter that, you're going to get, when Bitcoin has a correctionary move, hopefully through time, but even through price, you start to see altcoins having all the big greens. That becomes the normal phase, I seem to notice. Let's take a look at Litecoin, because that has been planned. And then we'll finish it off with HBAR. Okay, if this is, I mean, holy shit if it makes it, holy shit if it doesn't, I guess. One person was letting me know about Theta, Litecoin on this sell right now. Do I sell Litecoin? And I'm going to say right now, you're either going to make an amazing or a horrible sale, because this is either going to be one phenomenal breakout or failed breakout. As it plays within this Bitcoin price. I mean, the fact that it's as low as it is, I mean, these things, they got the potential to run a lot higher. But it's also been at these prices, even like 33 handle, 35 handle back in 2017 as well. So if it breaks below that, that's why I'm saying OMG. And I guess I'll show the that price chart in a bit, like the Poloniex one. So there's your downtrend. So since then, you have this attempt to get things going, but never breaking the resistance line. And this kind of should have been a failed breakdown in here, but didn't. And then furthermore, we come into the 18 like this. Now it's gotten above the 18 average of highs today. And as I've said so many times in these videos, oh, I'm going to see how we do with this resistance spot. Well, here we are, piercing nicely above it right now. And if this price manages to hold, and it's a real one, well, what does this mean on the weekly? Well, weekly, I know that little tick makes it. It means it's got a long ways to go, but it comes up to this point in here. Well, then where's next? It either means resistance or it means the attempted breakout. And the attempted breakout in here would be 61, and then the move after that would be just phenomenal. What was I looking at for the yesterday? I think it was this is what I was looking at yesterday for the reason why. Because on the shorter term time frame after this down move, we had this significant play. If this thing didn't correct, and I didn't talk about this yesterday, and I was thinking about it, but if this thing isn't going to make out, holy crap, but it did. At least this move made it. Meaning move from here to here. I guess it was a couple days I was looking at that. And then we correct it. Lower high, keep this in play. It's broken this resistance. Okay, so now we're status of the market is manifesting its next leg higher. Is it really going to be here? It should be higher, especially with the volatility of this and this head. So it to me seems as if that this has the potential for some phenomenal moves if it in fact does have that big gain. And when I look at this and this, I guess I should be looking at a better time frame or better market for data, which again would be Bittrex or Poloniex, which will show that where we are is a match of 2017. Do I have any drawings on here? Nope. Yep. So here's 2017, 325. So it's even lower than that. I was thinking 4.25 for some other reason. All right then. So what was I trying to think of? Weekly. Some of these moves. When these things go, they go. Let's look at the Litecoin history. And where did it come before it had that move? This one here. It looked like shit. Majorly. And then it had its move. I mean, the only way you're going to catch it is on the short term. Same thing here. Same thing here. Yeah, even a little bit of this. Notice the field here had this little bit of a failed breakdown move. A failed breakout here. Didn't really get it going here. And it's still got a long ways to go to this point, but you got a lot of times with these things, you got to be fast when they happen, and they're gonna happen fast and furious. And given that phenomenal ass kicking, big move. Phenomenal ass kicking, big move. Yeah, decent size ass kicking, okay move. And a decent size ass kicking, okay move. And I'm pretty decent size ass kicking here. HBAR is next. And within the longer term weekly chart, it's come down to a key Fibonacci number of 241, currently priced at 251. The actual low was 241, so one of those exact hits. But anyway, it had all the support piercing nicely below the 382 on 1, 2, 3, and then on turn number 4, it lost. More time support and resistance is tested, the more likely it's taken out. And when it does that, you can expect a concise move to next key level. Next key level I defined in that, of course, at 241. So failed move, fast move. Let's look at this on all the other time frames. Short term, we can see it came down to this a few days ago. It had a rally on this day, pulled back again to it a bit, but then a little bit of a somewhat rally, but nothing much. It's still got a long ways to go. Long ways to go. But as you can see, it was an interesting one where we came up on the 12 stamp, corrected. Oh, looks like we're going to break out. No. Still in it, newly rising 18. If this fails, and you see weakness at around 245, 246, in that area, anything and lower in the 240s, you see it breaking down from there. And then once you see it breaking below the 240, yeah, probably a clear, concise move to next key level, which calculating, we'll get to that in a second, but I can't remember how, this is probably the key Fibonacci I put in a while ago, whatever. But we have support here if that's the case. Then just like a lot of these coins, these things go up a lot faster than they go down. And if this thing takes, let's see, the high from this move is August 17th. The low is October 20th. So 2 months. So if it took 2 months to lose that, 3 weeks or less to get it back, that's pretty much the normal way of the way the game is played. Now, as far as that level, these Fibonacci represent this high, not this high. I calculated, hey, the numbers are wrong. I calculated first with the 856, then I recalculated the 800, which would actually make these numbers rise a little bit higher, meaning this pierced extra a bit more. And tactically now, if you do it to this Fibonacci, this number would go up to like 243 or something. But as it goes, 241 is a 61.8% correction. And even correct, it can successfully go to the 23, but 181 is the next level. After all, Theta actually corrected with their correction like 120 something percent when, like years ago. But 181 is the next target level. I'm just going to put that in. Alrighty, thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.